The following has been paid for by the Penn's World Order. Well, they did it. Good for them. Welcome to my hacks review of AEW All In Texas. And I'm kind of doing the title's a little different because, well, I keep saying my hacks guide is a title that's lovingly ripped off of Urinating Tree, and I need to come up with something my own. So AEW All In Texas was crazy. A simple title with the one word at the end of it that I can try and come up with for each one. Should be interesting. Let's keep going into this. First off, if you like any of this, just like the video. That's all I'm going to ask. Just takes a second, helps out the algorithm, and helps out the channel. Check out my hockey content as well. Just doing this wrestling to get through the off season. So, AEW All In Texas happened. It was a long show. All 6 hours of it. Dear Tony Khan, we do not need a 6-hour show. Though from what I heard, time flew by with all this. And if this truly is their WrestleMania, can we just trim it up a little bit, Tony? By the way, if you count the pre-show, this was 8 hours. Enough of my wrestling boomer complaining. Let's get into it. The 0-hour show is actually 2 hour. A 2-hour pre-show that nobody needed nor asked for. By the way, this took place at Globe Life Field there in Houston. No, not Houston. In Arlington, Texas, Stan. Yes, I know what I'm wearing, and I don't care. Where the Texas Rangers played there at the big oil silo there in Texas. It was a good crowd from what I heard, and the location was pretty darn good. Too bad they're going to England next year. The pre-show 0 hour saw 3 matches. None of them I care about. The Sons of Texas and the Von Erichs, they're still alive, defeated Shane Taylor Promotions. The Conglomerate with Big Boom AJ. Oh, God, it's the Costco boys. Oh, God, am I in the wrong line of work? I am in the wrong line of work if a bunch of TikTokers can get onto a pre-match show for AEW. By the way, all of you want to complain about Jelly Roll and Logan Paul being at SummerSlam? You guys have a couple of TikTok pros performing matches on 0 hour. So let's not talk right now. Oh, by the way, the late Toby Keith did a match for TNA in 2002. Yeah, stop complaining. Anywho, the Big Justice got involved, and can we just move on? And then lastly, the FTR took on the Outrunners. And fun fact, what smokes, credit OSW with this, were the Outrunners? Well, Jay, they were a pack of Newports. Literally. Go Google it. They were dressed like Newports. And it was amazing. All right. Pre-show amble done. Let's get into it. The night kicked off with the trios match as the Ops took on the Death Riders. I did not have this in my predictions because the site I had didn't have it listed. Oh well. The match was decent. Who are the Death Riders, you ask? That's not important. Who are the Ops? Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and the other guy's name escapes me at the moment. From what I heard, it was a decent match, and the Ops won in the end, and Samoa Joe got taken out, so he couldn't help things out in the main event. There's one Avenger down. But unfortunately, well, oh wait, we can't get to that. No, sorry, getting a little ahead of myself. The Ops wins, and nobody will remember or care. Up next was the men's casino Gauntlet Battle Royale, as MJF and Mark Briscoe started it off, and that's all you really need to know about this match. Casino Gauntlet Battle Royales, I think, are AEW's version of Royal Rumbles, and the intervals are intermittent and unpredictable. We don't know when the next person's going to come out. Actually, you do, because you're in the back going, oh no, we're losing the crowd. Next guy, go, 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 go. So we had Ricochet get into this. Let's see. Mystico got in. Anthony Bowens, Roderick Strong, Brody King. He didn't wear a controversial t-shirt this time. And a returning Juice Robinson, who's completely clean-shaven. He's smooth, like Gary Coleman. Kota Ibushi was there. The Beast Montrose. Max Caster came in and nobody cared. I wish I could have cared about this match, but who got it right? Who got it right? Because the right guy won. MJF. Your scumbag won it, which was the correct result. Mark Briscoe winning could have been fun. Ricochet winning could have been interesting. Everybody else is just there for spots. But MJF winning sets up delicious possibilities. Unfortunately, the show was brought down at this point as Adam Cole, Babu, came out to say that, well, he was relinquishing the TNT title, unfortunately, due to health reasons. He took a hard lariato at the... Follow me for a second. Took a hard lariat and unfortunately messed him up pretty bad. According to reports, he felt fine Friday, but woke up Saturday morning, and it seemed like it was nothing more. Well, not nothing more, but it was concussion issues. So he relinquished the title, and it was sad, really. It really was. I might have a lot of snark in these videos, but man, Adam Cole gave a heartfelt speech to the audience. He's not retiring, but the way his actions and his movement, it wasn't Adam Cole talking. It was the man behind the persona talking. So he says if this is it, we hope it's not, he hopes that in front of 30,000 people they can do his name one more time. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong came out there, and for one more time, Adam Cole, baby, was done. We hope it's not the end for him. He is talented, but the man has had injuries upon injuries at the worst time. He's getting to Ahmad Johnson level of injuries at the worst timing. Get well soon, Adam Cole. Hope he gets through whatever it is. Well, that was fun. Who's up for Chinese? Up next was, this had to follow it. Four-way for the vacant TNT Championship. Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin Reynolds. Sons of Texas, you're up. So, let's just throw these guys in a four-way for a new championship. And the crowd was dead because they were so emotionally gutted from Adam Cole's speech, which was understandable. But man, these guys were given, all right, go out there. Just go. Well, what about a match? Just go. We'll call it in the ring. They tried to bring the crowd back, but Kyle Fletcher is going to win this. Let's not kid ourselves. That was the plan. It's all part of the plan. Dustin Rhodes gets a roll-up on Daniel Garcia, and what do you mean Dustin Rhodes won? Dustin Rhodes won. His first singles title since 2019. He won a title at 56 years old? Sure. He won because he's from Texas. An emotional moment. Good for him. I'm sure Dusty's in heaven looking down going, that's my boy. That's my boy. In all seriousness, good for him. But we all know Kyle Fletcher is going to win it in a few weeks. Savor the flavor and enjoy the moment there, Dustin. Don't know how long it might last. Anyway, next, you want to know a way to bring the crowd back? The Young Bucks versus Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay. And Nelly! Was this a barner, a banger? 4 men going out there and having the best match of the goddamn night to that point. So, and everybody got big entrances. Will Ospreay did a big Assassin's Creed entrance because that's his thing. He loves him some Assassin's Creed. If I was a wrestler, would I come out dressed as the Joker from Batman Arkham Asylum? Noted. Anyway, Swerve Strickland came out as Bray Wyatt's late wife saying, "Ain't no body by Shaka Khan." Wait, he conned us. He Shaka Khan'd us. It's a beautiful moment that they had. And then came the Young Bucks. Like I said in my preview, did they come out dressed like they came from Hamilton? You betcha. They absolutely did. On a scissor lift that went up and down in a canoe as Justin Roberts read off the declaration of AEW. So with them dressed the way they were, see them coming to the ring, have pity. No, 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 no. No longer EVPs talking to themselves, have pity. But to keep this Hamilton reference going, this match, I want to be in the ring where it happens, the ring where it happens. Stereo destroyers, super kicks, hidden blades, house calls, stereo destroyers, more super kicks, kickouts, and then they did a move, and then a clothesline, and then a lariat, and then stereo destroyers, and then kickouts, and kickouts, and kickouts, and more kickouts. Lads, a rest hold will do you good. Nobody said you had to go out there and do 20 minutes of streamline wrestling. I mean, seriously, guys, take a breath. Take some water, please. I got winded watching this, but my God, were these four so good. The Young Bucks excelled at brick tag team wrestling. Swerve and Ospreay, can they coexist? Yes, just enough to win the match, to see the Young Bucks no longer the EVPs of AEW, forcing them into actual character development. Would I love to see these two go at it again at All Out? Yes. Well done, lads. Next, all right, let's bring this down. Everyone down. Bring it back down. Time for the women's casino match. Down. Shh. Everyone down. If you get that Freakazoid reference, I love you. This match. Wow. This was a bathroom break match. I'm sorry, ladies. Somebody had to do it, and unfortunately it was you. Chris Statlander and Megan Bain started out. Good for them, but everybody just got up and went to the bathroom after that. Sorry, ladies. Ty Mako came out. So did Anna Jay. Willow Nightingale was there. Julia Hart. Sky Blue was there. Good for her. Queen Amidia, Mina Shikawa, Thunder Rosa. Where's she been over the past year? And the debuting Cyree, and also the debuting of Alex Windsor. Who? I'm sorry. Who are these ladies again? Who? I don't know who they are. Anyone? Anyone tell me? No? Good. Finish of the match saw Athena get the victory in this, just like this guy called it, and that'll set up. Well, we all know what's going to happen in the women's main event, but good job for Athena. Penelope Ford was out there. Sure, there were entrances and things happened. Up next was the Tag Team Championship match of the Hurt Syndicate versus Jet Speed and the Patriarchy. This was a match that happened. Nobody's going to remember it. No one. The Hurt Syndicate won. Spoiler, they won. Why does everybody remember this? Christian Cage hugs the Patriarchy, gets out of the ring, but oh no! Nick Wayne clotheslines his dad. What are you doing? Beat down. The Patriarchy implodes. What will happen? What's going to happen to Chris? You think you know him. Is it? Yes! It's Edge. Dun. On this day, go to the ring. Save Christian. Get him. Why are you doing your ring entrance? Why are you doing your hype up entrance? Adam Copeland. Cope. Get to the ring while your guy getting beaten up. Go. Runs down to the ring. Fights everybody off. And they have a moment. The tag team that totally reeks of awesomeness is back. God, I'm old. And Edge just grabs a mic, looks at Christian and goes, go find yourself, and leaves. And I'm going to steal a line from Adam Blampier, and that's what Adam likes to call juicy little wrestling. That's what I like to call juicy storytelling. Christian Cage originally told him to go bleep himself. Now, go find yourself. And when you do, I'll be waiting. That's good. That is good. They're going to let these two marinate as singles, and eventually they will be brought back together. We'll be putting the pieces back together. The thing is, though, how patient will Tony Khan be in this scenario? Because All Out is happening in Scotia, and one of these men is from Canada. So you could pull the trigger there and have the reunion be there. It'd be nice, because after All Out, what's the next other big show you're going to pull this off at? Revolution in November, which I'm sure is not going to go up against War Games at all. So, interesting. It will be interesting. But great character work between these two. Absolutely love it. 10 out of 10, no notes. Next! Up next, and here we go. Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné. Here we go. Big entrances for the big ladies. Mercedes Moné coming out with the Texas Rangers cheerleaders. Didn't know that was a thing, but it was. To the CEO. And okay. All right, yeah, I kind of got caught up in this whole Mercedes Moné creative control thing, and yeah, I was wrong for going a little too far in that. I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong. It's just, it seemed like there was a lot of smoke with all this, and the way that she's been booked, and with the things you heard from that SI interview, it all kind of added up. But I got caught up in the IWC, and that was wrong of me. That was wrong, because I'm just not into Moné's character. I've never been into Sasha Banks' character. She's talented. She is. Just never really been my brand of vodka. And maybe that's spilled over into this. Anyway, she came out wearing a coat that had all of the opponents she beat to win those belts. That's dark side level of villainry. And it's fantastic. Out came Toni Storm with a plaster on her face, a sad clown in Luther wearing a noir detective trench coat. God, I love this woman in these two. And with the sad plaster upon this face, darling, it is a tragedy, darling. We all know where this is going to go, and these two ladies did exactly what we thought they would do. 23 minutes, tore the house down, and had the best non-hardcore match of the goddamn night. Beautiful between these two. Storm Zeros, Avalanche Storm Zeros, Moné makers, big moves. Mercedes Moné kissing Toni Storm. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you need to realize, when you kiss Toni Storm, she steals your essence, darling. It's what keeps me beautiful, darling. It's what it does. And Toni gains stronger. You can't go up against this Pokemon type. Can't believe I just said that. I need a drink. Finish of the match comes as we have a top rope Avalanche Storm Zero 1, 2, 3. And Toni Storm wins. Toni Storm wins. Wait a minute. That's not in script. That's not in the script. Okay, Toni Storm won. Sure. I was convinced Mercedes Moné was going to win. Creative things aside, I thought she'd win. Toni would give her the big belt, and she'd be insufferable until Toni Storm came back and ripped it from her. Or maybe Athena would have been the one to rip it from her. But, no. Tony wins. Tony wins, and sorry, got distracted for a second, but absolutely beautiful match. And if we're going to get a rematch, I know where you have it. It's an All Out in Toronto. Ladies, we'll see you at Scotia. Next! Up next is Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. Cards out on the table. I don't know this rivalry. I don't. I'm sorry. I never watched their 4 matches in New Japan. I'm sorry, Marks. I never did. But I recognize the greatness of these two. But I think what everybody needs to realize with these two, they had an American AEW match. You're not going to get New Japan Okada and New Japan Kenny Omega of 10 years ago. That's not there. New Japan is a very different style than what we do here in the U.S. And both of these men got it. They didn't try to put on a New Japan match here in the U.S. They did what they do best. Both of these men are in their 30s. And one of them went through a nearly life and career-threatening illness. So this wasn't going to be the 7-star Tokyo Dome Classic. It was a 4-star Texas Classic between these two with lots of run-in interference, Don Callis making his presence known. And I'm sorry if it wasn't the athleticism that all of you wanted from New Japan. Sorry. I mean, a lot of people will say this is the weakest of their 5-match set, with Okada winning due to Don Callis shenanigans. And they had a great video package, and they performed in the last minute. But everybody had New Japan expectations for this, and that's not fair. They looked great. They has fight. Okada's your unified champion, but the lineage of the 2 belts are still going to exist, and we're still going to do the Continental Classic. Tony, you don't know what title unifications mean, do you? You use that word, but I do not think you know what it means. Next, and finally, it's main event o'clock, everyone, as it's a Texas death match between the AEW champion Jon Moxley taking on Hangman Adam Page. Now they listed the rules for this death match. Pinfalls don't matter. Submissions don't matter. It's the whatever man either gives up or can't answer a 10 count. So that would make this a last man standing match, not a Texas death match. In a Texas death match, you still got to pin the bastard. So this wasn't a Texas death match. This was a death match. That was in Texas. But that's not a Texas death match. It's like a movie taking place at Christmas. That doesn't make it a Christmas movie. Anyway, I had too many people comment on this on X when I said this. Anyway, so these two got entrances. Moxley riding out on a tank with his Death Riders, and Hangman Page with a guitarist and a professional whistler. Yes, professional whistler coming out to his first theme like he's walking in onto the scene of Deadwood. It was amazing. The chants of Cowboy S-word was everywhere. And here we go. Okay, this is a death match. We're gonna start maybe with some graps and then slowly get into the madness. What do you mean Hangman Page just took out a fork and started stabbing Moxley in the head? Adam, too soon. You're only 3 minutes. Oh, God, he's bleeding. Oh, God, Okay, this is a roller coaster. I thought this would be the slow descent up a hill. No, this is Storm Runner. This is a slingshot roller coaster where it says, get ready. Here we go. Ah! And we're off and running. Then Page gets busted open. Change shots. More chair shots. This is going to escalate quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast. Barbed wire comes out. Shots to Page with the barbed wire. He's bleeding. I hope the ref is wearing rubber gloves and has plenty of rubber gloves because you're going to need it. Marina Shafir came out and got on Death Valley Driver onto the table for her troubles. Barbed wire table came out. Suplex onto the table that Mox took more than himself. Okay, all right, that's fine. And oh God, broken glass. Okay, maybe. Okay, back suplex onto the broken glass. Okay, he puts him on the glass and drags him through the glass. Oh God. Oh God, we're only 8 minutes in. We're only 8 minutes in. Oh God, how much time is left in the show? Oh, go, no. No, more tables. More of the Death Riders come out. Beating them up. Will Ospreay comes out. Yes, the cavalry is here. Enzio's here. Get him. Fight him. Kick his butt in. Will Ospreay's down. Oh, he's being stretchered away. Oh no, Iron Man's been defeated. He's being carried away. Oh God, now what? There's a video playing? Huh? It's Darby Allin from Mount Everest. Cool. All right, where's Darby? There's a man in the ring wearing a Blue Panther mask and doing this? Hey, that's not Darby Allin. That's Bryan Danielson. Back with the psycho knee on Mox. Mox gets up and right into a buckshot lariat. That's it. That's enough. But in comes Marina Shafir to help him up. More Death Riders come in, but descending from the heavens like his father comes Darby Allin. Repels down. Everybody keep fighting until he gets out of his gear. Just keep fighting. He's out of the gear. Good. Coffin drop on the Death Riders. Took all them out. Whew. We're still going? We're still going? Okay, we're still going. Marina Shafir gets back up. She's still alive. Helps Moxley grab a bed of nails from underneath the ring. Oh, God. Oh, no. Puts Paige on the nails. No. Stop onto the nails. Oh, God. Oh, God. He did a paradigm shift onto it. Oh, God. Marina Shafir grabs a pair of handcuffs. Stop the madness. But wait, she stopped. She's handcuffed to a railing? And there's Prince Nana, which means what the Young Bucks are doing here. Out come the Young Bucks, but out comes Swerve Strickland. Fights them off with the chain. Gets them all away. We're in the back third of the roller coaster. We're going into the helix, everyone. And Swerve just looks at Hangman, has the chain in hand, throws it toward Hangman. Hangman grabs Moxley, throws him over the ropes and pulls him. It's a hanging. They're hanging him. Gather around, boy. We're having a hanging. And Mox choking, yelling, no help, yelling, screaming, opposite of the hard cam where there's the most fans watching him, and he taps. That's it. He taps. It's over. Adam Hangman Page has won the AEW championship and brings the briefcase into the ring and opens it, and there's the AEW title shown on television for the first time since Wrestle Dream 10 months ago. Wow. And we'd like to thank you for writing the main event of AEW All In. Please wait for the restraints to release you, and you may grab your belongings to the right, and please exit safely. We thank you for writing AEW All In. Whew. What a main event. Wow. It was brutal. It was bloody. It was sports entertaining. It was stupid. It was ridiculous. And I love it. It was bloody. It was beautiful. This won't be everybody's brand of vodka, but that doesn't matter. It was fun, and it's exactly what AEW needed to get back on the right track. Had a lot of wrestling fans and a lot of wrestling journalists say It felt like AEW has corrected the timeline and gotten back on track since the Fallout Brawlout. And I'm glad that AEW could have something like this and have a true face champion, because now you got an MJF lurking in the wings. Now you got a Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page. They could get that feud restarted. Or who knows, somebody else challenges him. So even though we hit the terrifying lows, the dizzying highs, and the oh-so-creamy middles, AEW All in Texas was crazy, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Well, they're off to Forbidden Door, and then it's off to Toronto in September. Thank you for watching this, everyone. A bit long in the tooth, but that's what happens when you have 6 hours of wrestling. Take care, everyone. We'll catch you next time.